is, again, there's the difference between the aquifers and something that's like the Pacific Ocean, right? Who's to say? Might have been disproven by now, but still interesting to think about anyway, an interesting concept. Howie is checking in, just says, how are you not fat? Seriously, how are you not fat? We see what you eat. Plus, it sounds like you go to Starbucks frequently. What gives? Are you some kind of Superman? Is that what it is? Well, here's the deal. Here's the answer to it. There's this one item from Steak and Shake, and it's a dreaded item, but it's one that's talked about from time to time, and people try to discourage you from getting it. And it's called the 7x7. There's a top bun. There's a bottom bun. 7 beef patties. Lots of cheese. Slice of cheese between each patty. You name it. And the phrase is curiosity killed the cat. You're thinking about it. You research it. You know what it is. You know that it's there. You know that you can get it if you want. But should you, right? It's there, but should I? Nothing's stopping me. I have free will. I can pay for it. Maybe I'll do it. And it was that contemplation. Once the idea is there, the spark is lit. And it's only a matter of time. It's a powder keg ready to go off. You dismiss it for a little bit, but then it comes back. It's a recurrent, not intrusive, but it's just a recurrent thought. You dismiss it, you say, no, I don't want to. I don't know what's going to happen to me if I eat this. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to. I value my life too much. But then it comes back. Yeah, but it's there. 7x7. And eventually it fully ignites and you cave in. You give in. And before you know it, you're there. There's no turning back now. And when I went in and they asked me what I wanted, I remember the guy called over the manager because it was like he didn't want to complete this order. He didn't want to actually send this to the kitchen and give this to me. It was like he feared for my life too. They made me sign a little waiver. It was like, whatever, if this gives me a heart attack, if I don't die or something, right, they're not responsible. This is my fault. I know what I'm getting myself into, and I am 100% responsible for this. And I guess I was supposed to be like, for people who might have had second thoughts on wanting to get this thing, right, they were trying to say, maybe this will discourage them, maybe this will make them turn back and realize what they might be doing to themselves. But because of what had happened before, because I'd been fighting those thoughts, but I was already past the point of no return. I was there. I was ready for this. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking straight. I just said, forget about the consequences. I'm getting the 7x7 burger from Steak and Shake. So they brought out this towering thing. It was like in a pool of grease. I mean, you should have seen the thing. And I get it. I had to squash it down, right? Because, of course, there's no way I was going to be able to eat that thing in one bite with my jaw the way it is. I squashed it down, I mean, that's what I was trying to do, like in the review for the KFC chicken and waffles. I was trying to squash it down a little bit so I could eat it in one bite. But granted, for the review, you still got to make it presentable, right? This time around, it was just for me. So the fact of the matter is that it didn't matter what it ended up looking like. That thing was going to be consumed by me no matter what. So I squashed it down, first, like, with my hands. I pressed it down. I was getting the grease everywhere, but I said, I can excuse myself to the bathroom if I want. It's no big deal. And now it's not like a pancake, but it's definitely more manageable. But I wanted to go further. And I got the knife and fork. I pressed down on it. I was smashing it in. Then from the other side, it's like a trash compactor, And I was making it smaller and smaller and smaller. And I kept going. More and more, smaller and smaller. I wanted it to be nearly microscopic. And then something strange happened. I was making it even smaller still, but all of the weight, all of the mass that was behind it, started having a very strange reaction. And what eventually happened was that it ended up being so small, but still containing so much mass, that it became a micro black hole. I ate it, and nothing's ever been the same since then. So, there you go. Hope that answered your question, and on to the next we go. We've got one from Matthew, also related to shortwave, but this one will be an easy one. He just says, I've been a long-time listener, and I want to purchase a shortwave radio to make